How's it going, Redeemer family? This past Tuesday was the first day of fall. Some would say the best time of the year. And so we want to take a few minutes to give you an update and tell you about our fall launch that's happening on October 11th. But there's some great things happening between now and then.
Yeah, during this strange season we're all in together, it's been so sweet as we've begun gathering again at the King Center for worship in a limited capacity. But you know what? It's my favorite time of year. I think it's the best time of year to get outside as October approaches. So we're going to take Redeemer on the road starting this Sunday, September 27th. We're shutting things down here. And we're going to walk down the street, take some guitars. We'll be in Daniel 4 together. And we want you to come 11 o'clock, bring a chair, Founders Park this week, September 27th.
Yeah, bring something to sit on. We'll provide extra sunscreen, hand sanitizer. And since we're outside, masks aren't required, but we understand that some people feel more comfortable with that. So we're going to make sure we have extra masks in case you need one.
That's right. Hey, and then next week, October 4th, we're going back to, I think, maybe one of the most beautiful places to go in October, Doe River Gorge. We're going to be out there at 10 o'clock a.m. that morning. We're going to have some breakfast items. We're going to be slinging donuts, coffee. Jeff will kind of break down the menu here in a second. But it's just a time for us to be together. We're going to have a huge band and just strike up worship together under the trees in October, outdoors. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, so the area we'll be set up at, it's not grassy, so you do want to make sure you have a chair, probably better than a blanket. But like I said, you might be thinking, do I need to bring anything? We've got it all. We've got the donuts, the cereal boxes, we've got s'mores, we'll have juice, coffee, hot chocolate. Bring yourself. We'll eat breakfast by the campfires together, and then we'll move from that into a time of worship.
Yeah, we're going to stay hunkered around the fire. The band's going to strike up right there under the trees. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and that brings us to October 11th, the fall launch. And so on October 11th, we're going for the first time ever to 3 services. 9 a.m. will be, hey, families are welcome. So we'll provide stuff for your kids if they want to hang out with us in the service. At 11 o'clock, we're going to do things a little bit different. Chris will tell you about that here in a second. And then 5 o'clock, anyone can come as well. You will have to RSVP. There'll be some guidelines to follow, but we're trying to make space for as many people as possible. But why don't you tell us about 11 o'clock and what's going to be a little bit different about that?
Yeah, that's right. As many people as possible includes your kids, my kids. We want everybody to get back together. So at 11 o'clock, in a limited capacity, we're going to start offering some childcare options. Now, we're committed to safely and patiently trying to increase capacity as fall develops. So on a limited scale, on October 11th, at 11 o'clock in a COVID world, is it going to look like Redeemer Kids used to look? No, it's going to look a little bit different than that. We're thinking of creative ways to use our spaces on 3rd floor to serve as many families with as many perspectives as possible. It's not going to be a one-size-fits-all solution, but we're just committed to getting as many of us back together as possible.
Yeah, so over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be hammering out those details. So make sure that you're checking in our social media, but also we'll be communicating to all of our families as best as we possibly can. All right, and so at the end of the day, we want you here. We want you to be able to worship with your church family, and we're trying to do everything we can to provide as many places as possible for you guys to gather with us. So Chris,
yeah,
a lot of information. Let's just give kind of the headlines of what we've talked about.
Here's your headlines. Here's your recap. This Sunday, September 27th, King Center's closed. Meet us at Founders Park at 11 o'clock. Bring a chair.
Yeah, then the next week, October 4th, Doe River Gorge. 10 o'clock for campfire breakfast, 11 o'clock for worship.
And then on October 11th, fall launch, 3 services. That's 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 5 p.m. Bring it on.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for all of your grace and patience in this season. It means the world to us. But we cannot wait to see you in person. We really do hope that sooner than later. We really hope it's this week. So we'll see you guys soon.